Since last week's shooting of Michael Brown by a police officer ignited 4 days of clashes. Some were peaceful and others violent. But local store owners believe people from out of town are responsible for the recent heightened violence and looting.
So they couldn't be from here. We have our validated customers, and every face yesterday was a different face. Every face yesterday was a different face.
But local store owners believe people from out of town are responsible for the recent heightened violence and looting.
Contrary to media reports, the protest was peaceful and almost carnival-like, but the police ramped up their presence as if they were expecting a riot. After about 3 hours, someone at the back of the protest started throwing rocks and bottles towards the front line. I saw one protester get hit in the head with a rock. Unlike other reporters, I didn't have a helmet or gas mask for protection, so I decided to move to the back of the protest and do some follow-up interviews. That's when I happened upon this scene.
Hey. No. Put the rock down, man. Put the rock down. Hey. Put the rock down. This is our line. Get out of town. Cops out of town.
Communications, Energy and Paper Workers Union President Dave Coles was confronting these 3 masked men with rocks and bottles and accusing them of being police officers. You can see from this footage that they were intent on starting a riot. Watch as the gloved hand of one of these provocateurs hits a member of the riot squad in the face mask. Now watch as he changes hands with the rock and then bangs it into a riot shield. These masked men were attempting to violently disrupt an otherwise peaceful protest. They were breaking the law and violating the constitutionally guaranteed rights of the protesters. The whole scene was surreal. I knew Dave Coles had managed to reveal the face of one of the provocateurs, but I didn't have footage of the other 2. I changed roles from independent journalist to citizen on patrol and made sure I captured a second face. The action of these 3 masked men and the reaction of the riot squad was highly suspect, but ultimately it was the matching boots that gave the provocateurs away. That night I posted the footage on YouTube. For the next 4 days it was a national and international news story. The Sûreté de Quebec denied any involvement, but on the 4th day they finally admitted it was their officers.
As we confirmed yesterday, the 3 people in question were indeed Sûreté de Quebec police officers performing their duties.
Darkness of death pass over us tonight. Tomorrow the light of freedom will shine upon us. Set my feet on the path of knowledge.
Gangster stories, that's not what I'm selling, son. If I get hit and live, it's because I got shot with a pellet gun. 9 times to the mind, I think it's kind of bedlam. Rhymes are like razors, changing faces, blades of Remington. Dangers looming while music consumes the humans into thinking they're not under the influence of the tunes, until there's a shooting and someone comes to the truth of illusion. 70% of your being is fluid confusion. The body is a vehicle and the fearful cling to it, psychologically fighting for survival until they're finished it. I'm English, but I drink